Hello everybody, welcome back to Greenwood Girl Cards. My name is Jill Norwood and I am a designer for My Creative Time. And today we are doing sneak peeks for the fourth day for the My Creative Time 134th edition release. And the theme of this release is bees and butterflies. It is a summertime release. This paper pad is going up for sale this coming Friday, along with all of the products we've been sneak peeking the last few days, the stamps, the dies, and the charms. So today we are doing a sneak peek of the tall mason jar die set. And this is a wonderful taller mason jar. And for those of you that are wondering the size of it, from top to bottom, it is just about 4 inches. And the width is 2 inches, okay? So it's 4 inches tall. It's a bigger mason jar die. And then there's also this piece that you can use to create a shaker. So it'll help you make a shaker frame for it if you'd like. And for that matter, this could also be a jar too, if you want. And this one's a little bit narrower. This one is about 1 3/4 inches wide. And then from top to bottom, it is about 3 inches tall. So this again is the piece that you can use to make your shaker if you want, but it can also be its own jar. And there are lids in the jar set that we featured yesterday that will work with this. So if you didn't watch yesterday's video, we showcased some other jar die sets. And let me grab them really quick if I can. Here it is. We showcased these 2 jars. This one here, let me get this off of here, a piece of washi tape. This jar here, which is about a 3 by 2, and then this one here, which is about 2 1/4 by 2. But anyway, I measured these on yesterday's preview video. And then I think I said butterfly, but this is a little strawberry impression that you can add to the front of the jar. And I did cards showcasing this yesterday. So if you missed this, you can go back and take a look. But this is what that strawberry looks when it's impressed. In this case, I did it into some red cardstock, so you maybe can't see it as perfectly, but in real life, in person, it's beautiful. So I really like the impression dies that she added to this. Here you can see the pint one, okay? And the pint one is part of the other die set that we showed yesterday, which is the jar label and the jar label dies and stamps. And you can see that she has these impression dies, Care, Ball, Mason, and there's also one that is the word pint, okay? And I have all the labels here too, and I don't know what happened to my little pint die. It's missing. Oh, there it is. It went over to the back. There we go. So those are the 4 impression dies. And then this is also an impression die, and it impresses these little dots around the circle. So just some really neat things that Emma has come out with. So I showed those yesterday. So there's 3 different mason jars that you can purchase. This one, and then this new one that we're showcasing today. So I just wanted to make that clear that there are 3 different sets or 3 different jars that you can get. And then if you use this insert piece as a jar also, this would almost be like a 4th jar. And these look cute standing next to each other too. And the lid, like I said, there's a lid in the other one that will work for this one. So very versatile sets. And what I like about this one is that it has a piece of citrus fruit, which you can make lemons or oranges, whatever you want, limes. And you take this and layer it on top of this to create your piece of fruit. And then the center, all the little pieces come out, and I'll show you how I made mine. And then you have your lid, you have your straw, and you have your ice cubes. So what I ended up doing was creating a shaker. So let me set this aside. I'll put that right there so you can still look at it if you want to. And here's the card that I created. And I made a lime green jar as if it's summertime, and I wanted it to look really citrusy. I used this beautiful lemon paper from the paper pad, and try not to notice that I put this on here upside down, because the hearts are actually upside down in the centers of the daisy, but just try to ignore that. Oh my gosh, I didn't notice until right before I came on camera, and I just had to laugh at myself. So anyway, there's this little strip of the lemon paper from the paper pad. This is from one of her previous paper pads. It's a gingham in this pretty bright pink color. And so I wanted to add another color into this just to give it a little bit of pop. And I did make a shaker. It's not shaking tremendously well, but I have some little sequins in here, some little yellow flowers floating around in there. And I did spritz some ink on top of this using one of my Copic markers. I just spritzed a bunch of dots across this in pink just to add some brightness to it. And then I did use some little enamel dots to make the centers to my lemons just for fun, and to just add a few things through the top on top of the shaker. So this is a shaker card. And then I use the wonderful flower dies. She has foliage dies and flower dies, and I used some of the flower dies to create these flowers using the text paper in the paper pad and then some yellow enamel dots. And I love stacking the flowers from that flower die set up and then just shaping the flowers so that they pop up and really give some dimension on your card fronts. So these just turn out so cute when you layer the various pieces that come with that flower die set. I am in love with that flower die set, you guys, especially for summertime. And I also love the citrus die. I just think it's so cute. And look at how cute this honeycomb paper looks in the background. So I just love that. Here's the new label dies from the label die set I showed yesterday. And here's that sentiment sending you a big squeeze, which goes perfect with the lemon and the citrus. And I just think this turns out so cute. And I did do the ice cubes in there, both with vellum and with white cardstock. So they look like you have some that are more melted than others. And I just think this turned out so cute. On the inside of the card, I spritzed a little more ink. I added a strip of that beautiful paper. This time it's right side up, and you can see the little hearts in the center of the daisies correctly. And I just used her stitching rectangle dies to do my layer there. And I haven't decorated the backs of these cards, which I do like to do, but I didn't have time to do it yet today. So hopefully I'll have them finished by the time I do the after party. And the after party may be Saturday afternoon versus Saturday morning because I have something happening Saturday morning. But we'll see if I can get it filmed Friday. I'll do that, but we'll see what happens. But I'm excited for this release. Go to Emma's YouTube channel on Friday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which I believe is 11 a.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. But if you go and check out her channel, she's going to completely review all the products, and she will do the release and put the code down below in her drop-down menu. The code is June 2023, all one word, all caps for the word June, and then 2023. If you put that code in at checkout, you guys, you get 15% off your purchase. Your entire new purchase. It can be older products, it can be the current release, whatever you're purchasing from the date of the release, which is Friday, June 30th through July 2nd, which is Sunday night at midnight Pacific Standard Time, that code goes away. So you have the whole weekend to shop, to think about what you want to purchase. And I'm so excited to make more things than I already have with this. I still have ideas floating around that I am hoping that I can execute some of them before the after party on Saturday. And don't forget to go check out the blog at My Creative Time for everybody's posts there. They always inspire me. I always get ideas from what they do. They have wonderful designers on the blog that do blog posts. And then don't forget to also check out the other YouTube and Instagram feeds. There's My Creative Time, of course, for Emma's channels. There's Mo Creations, Melissa. Hi, Melissa. MJ Carroll, which is also Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Suzanne, who's a creative muse, and Shabby Pink House, which of course is Christine. And these women are so talented. They all inspire me, and I'm sure that they all inspire you. So excited for this release. I'm excited for Christmas in July. And just to share more crafty time throughout the summer. I hope you guys are all enjoying your first days of summer. I certainly enjoyed some time in the garden this morning, picking berries and just pulling lots of weeds, actually. And of course, the one thing I do almost every other day is I trim my roses and cut back any roses that are spent, bring some in the house to make bouquets, and just enjoy them, because this is the few weeks where they're most prevalent here in the Pacific Northwest. And if you haven't been to the Woodland Park Zoo here in Seattle, to their rose garden, it is such a sight this time of year. So try and pop over there before the end of June, and you will just enjoy the heck out of all the roses that are blooming and all the different varieties. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me for this fourth day of Sneaky Peeks for the My Creative Time release. And I hope that you have fun shopping, and I would love for you to tell me down below what products from the 4 days of sneak peeks are you most interested in. Is it the new charms that Emma has added to her store? Is it the cute little bumblebees? Is it the butterflies? Is it the mason jars? Or is it this tall mason jar set that creates this adorable little sweet lemonade, or whatever you want to, whatever kind of drink you wanted to put in here? You could do a coffee drink too with ice. So lots of ideas are floating around in my head for using everything, and I look forward to seeing not only what everybody purchases and what they're interested in, but I love seeing your projects in the weeks and months ahead. When you buy something and you create something, it just brings my heart joy to see what you make. So everybody take good care, and I will be back with you on Saturday for the after party. But again, it may not be super early in the morning. It might be later in the afternoon. All right, everybody, take good care. Bye now.